Hey everybody, welcome. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link below this video on how to get the indicator we're going to talk about today for free. If you're watching on Facebook, there's probably a link above or a link below. In any case, I want to give you this indicator for free so that you can start putting this strategy into action. We're going to take a look at the charts here, and on these charts, you're going to see the daily pivots. The daily pivots are in blue. So I circled it in red. That blue level is a daily pivot. The daily pivot is yesterday's high plus yesterday's low plus yesterday's close divided by 3. Inside the lessons, after you download the free indicator at the link above or below, there's a longer description about how they're calculated. Now, you've heard me talk about this before, and I'm not going to stop talking about it. March might be pivot month. Just like Shark Week on the Discovery Channel, we might be doing pivot week. All week long, we might do pivot week. And I'm going to share with you a bunch of strategies, and all you need to implement these strategies are these pivots. So don't forget to download that indicator and enjoy it. Every single time price hits the R3 level above the pivot, I want to start looking for a sell trade. I might draw a trend line underneath and then sell it on a break below that trend line. And the opposite is true. If price drops to and hits S3, and this is not going to happen very often. Look at this, I got to delete a bunch of stuff right off the screen. It's not going to happen very often, but it is going to happen occasionally. And when it does, it's awesome. This is S3 or support level 3. And if it hits that level, it might draw a trend line above that price and buy when we jump up. Now, this is the currency market. This is FX right here. But it doesn't have to just be FX. This could be Tesla. Tesla's been on my mind lately, as some of you know. And it could be, wow, look at this. We get both of these right here. This could be a strategy just back and forth all day long on Tesla. So if we hit S3 on Tesla, we might buy a call. And that expiration for that call option might be 2 or 3 days even. Just an in-the-money call with an expiration of 2 or 3 days. Or maybe we hit R3. And so we might buy a put or sell a call spread. Or you might just short the shares right here. It hurts my heart to short Tesla. But as you can see, after it hits S3, it jumps up. After it hits R3, it bounces off of it and moves down. Hey, maybe you want to be a commodities trader when you grow up. Fine. Let's look at oil. CL, light crude oil futures. Beautiful, glorious, marvelous. Check it out. Delete all of the drawings off of this chart and look at this. It's so consistent and so simple that it's just kind of crazy. Here's oil hitting S3. You might wait for it to break above a trend line, and then you might buy oil. You might just buy it for 5 or 6 ticks, or 2 ticks, or 10 ticks, or whatever it is. And you might just hold that for 24 hours at most. Give it 24, maybe 48 hours to jump up and bounce off of those pivot levels. I don't know. I don't even know what Adobe looks like with pivots. Let's take a look at Adobe with pivots. I don't know if Adobe looks very good with pivots. Maybe you like a stock. I like Adobe. I think Adobe is a great stock. So maybe when Adobe hits R3, you just ignore it because you don't want to sell Adobe, right? Maybe you just ignore it because you think it's a high-quality financial instrument. But maybe when it hits S3, you do buy it because you're bullish Adobe. I really like Adobe. I really like Stitch Fix. I actually am a subscriber to Stitch Fix. So I would ignore this hit of R3 over here. I wouldn't necessarily short it. I would, not that that's a bad thing, but I would probably ignore it. And I would just look for times to accumulate this financial instrument that I like a lot when it hits S3. That might just be an idea for me to buy and then hold. Maybe you think that there's a particular stock that's just garbage, like, oh, I don't know, say Groupon. I always talk bad about Groupon. And maybe every single time it hits R3, I'll just accumulate and add to and increase my position size on a long-term short on Groupon, or maybe just a short term, maybe just 24 to 48 hours. Maybe I just buy a put. Maybe I sell a call spread that expires within 2 to 3 days, or maybe by the end of the week. Maybe that's all I do. Maybe that's the whole plan. Maybe you even go to something like Magic Formula Investing. For those of you that haven't read this book, it's a nice little book. I'll put a link to it below. Maybe you go to Magic Formula Investing, you grab yourself a login, and then you get 30 stocks with a market cap of at least, I don't know, 500 million. And this is a list of stocks maybe that you think might do really well. I don't know what these companies do. I have no idea. Let's just look at something with a big market cap, like Advanced Energy Industries, AEIS. So we jump back over here, AEIS. And maybe we get this stock from a website like Magic Formula Investing, and every single time this stock hits S3, I'm trying to go back in time to really find a good example of this from the past. There it is. Maybe every single time it hits S3, we buy it. And we create a portfolio of stocks that we ran from a website like this. That looks like a great idea to me. Like, I would do this this could be a whole service. I probably should do this, but now I've taught you how to do it for free. If you like the video, here's what you could do. Jump on over to the link that I posted here, and it will take you to a page that looks just like this right here. So you go to this page, and then you type in your name, and we'll just type in Harry, and then we'll do Harry at W.R. Booker and Company, and you type it in, then you click Download Now, and that takes you to this page. Now, this page is sponsored by these newsletter companies, and what you can do to help us out for providing the indicator for free is you can check the box here, and you can grab a few of those if you like them, and that helps us out. Every time you check that box, it helps us out. It helps me create more indicators for free, and that way we've done something for each other. Everybody's happy. You got a brand new strategy. If you trade Forex, if you trade commodities, if you trade options, if you trade stocks, I think pivots are a great way to do it. And this whole month, all month long, I'm going to be talking about strategies. I'm going to be teaching you methods that you can use with these pivots. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you leave a comment below if you like the video, if you download the indicator and you enjoy it. If you trade on MetaTrader, if you trade on TradeStation, if you trade on NinjaTrader, if you trade on Thinkorswim, go to that page and download it. If you trade on TradingView, I'll teach you how to get the indicator for your charts. I'll teach you how to download it. And if your platform isn't in those lessons, we're adding it right now with the programming team. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here. I'm Rob Booker. I'll see you in the next one.